After a few days, on Saturday night, at Shu Rongfei's house, seeing him, she literally became overjoyed, shouting, "Brother Chen Fan, there you are!" I then wished her a happy birthday, also not forgetting to give her the present I bought. "This is my present." "A present? Thank you." At that moment it seemed that she wanted to open the present and was stopped by Ran. "Don't open it yet. It's impolite to open it right away." Then looking at Chen Fan, she sharply spoke out, "Come on in then. Don't just stand in the gate." Not bothering to reply, our boy just smiled, and then they all went inside. Seeing him enter, the so-called president of something wondered if Chen Fan is up to something unexpected. Coming down from the second floor, a woman called for everyone's attention. "Now, since everyone is here, let's begin." "Good evening, Aunt," said the so-called president of something. Behind her was the guy Ming Hui, who then later on informed to go and bring Fei Fei and her friends there. Yes, Aunt Shu. As he was walking by, he spotted Chen Fan and gave him a look. I then thought to myself, if Chu Minghui dares to provoke me like he did last time, I will not show any mercy. He can't prevent me from killing him no matter who is on his side. Interrupting the gloomy atmosphere, Shu Rongfei shouted out, "Let the party begin!" With that said, the guy Chu brought in the giant cake. Wow, amazing! Everyone then sang for her. "Happy birthday to you!" After that, she happily blew out the candles and made a wish internally. "I'm making a wish here on my 17th birthday," and looking at Chen Fan, she continued, "I wish Brother Chen Fan and I will get together and stay together forever." Looking at her gaze, he realized something. I know the expression in her eyes. I have been out in the universe for 500 years and become invincible. So many good things and wishes came to me. I will have to let you down in this life too, after all. The festivities then continued, and during that time a man walked in with 3 bodyguards. As soon as he entered, everyone's gaze shifted towards him. Shu's mom then spoke out. "What are you doing here?" "Dad? Fei Fei, I came here from Haizhu. I heard you were having your 17th birthday. It's my daughter's birthday. As a father, I must be here." Hearing that, her mother frowned. "You remembered about us? Why aren't you with your wife?" However, the man did not say anything and just hugged her warmly, and seeing them hugging, Shu Rongfei's eyes became teary, and she immediately rushed in to join in the hug. "Dad! Mom!" After that, everyone was speculating. He's Fei Fei's father? I heard that her father abandoned them. He ran off and married someone else, choosing to stay with his new wife's family. Look at her father. It seems he's doing pretty well out there. Looking around, someone caught the attention of Chen Fan. Huh? An inner strength fighter. He's a final stage one as good as Lin Bao and Mr. Wei. Fei Fei's father looks like Master Ao. Master Ao? Which Master Ao? Shu Ao of Haidong. Haidong, the most developed and largest city of Jiangbei. Shu Ao is the most influential boss of Haizhu, even in all of Jiangbei. Is he really Shu Rongfei's father? Shu Rongfei is barely among the debutantes of Chuzhou, yet she is really Shu Ao's daughter. Even her friends were discussing this topic. But Shu Ao seems to have a wife, so Fei Fei is his illegitimate daughter, said Meng Meng. They said Shu Ao's son is only 10. He probably had Fei Fei before he divorced her mother and married his current wife, replied the waste man, Chao. Shu Rongfei's father then turned towards them and said, "You're all Fei Fei's friends, right? I am Shu Ao from Haizhu. Thank you for looking after my daughter. Ming Hui, how is Commander Chu? My father is well. Thank you, Uncle Shu." Out of nowhere, he asked, "Who is Chen Fan?" Everyone then turned to look at Chen Fan, who was calmly sipping on some tea. Now that the attention was on him, he greeted Shu's father. "Good evening, Uncle Shu. I am Chen Fan." Worried, Shu Rongfei tried to help. Dad, don't you give him any trouble. Don't worry, I won't. I've heard a lot about him recently. Please continue the birthday party. Ming Hui, sit down here next to Fei Fei. Yes, Uncle. Aunt Shu, did you hear that an awesome great master called Chen appeared in Chuzhou recently? Indeed. It's said that both Master Zheng and Third Master Wei speak highly of him. Even the renowned Master Qi of Chuhu praised him for his supernatural power and marvelous capability. He is by no means inferior to the masters of Gang Island. Do magic arts really exist in the world? I don't know. Only a couple of the top millionaires of Chuzhou have seen the great Master Chen in person. Speaking of this great Master Chen, I do know something about him, hearing that everyone awaited his next words with bated breath. He then continued, Do you know Xingzhong of Tianhe? The guy Chu answered. I heard that he was the chairman of the board of Haimao Group. He owns fleets and has some overseas connections and has dominating power in Tianhe City. Yes. Answering the question correctly, Ma Dude felt a sense of pride, snorting at our boy as if exposing his ignorance, not knowing that the Master Chen they are talking about is him. Shu's father then continued his story. Xingzhong brought an expert to Chuzhou and tried to entrap Wei Third. However, Wei had an expert with him too, who disclosed the trap immediately and defeated Xingzhong's expert with magic arts. Xingzhong fled back to Tianhe dejectedly and paid him 45 million. Hearing the sum, everyone speculated. 45 million! My pocket money is only thousands, so this great master does have some real skills. Why did Xingzhong go back to Tianhe obediently and pay the money otherwise? No matter how rich Xingzhong is, 45 million is not a small amount. Indeed. Awesome! Someone exclaimed. Even Meng Meng praised the person. I wonder what Great Master Chen is like. If only I could marry him, she said. If only she knew the person she wants to marry is the person she looks down upon. However, Ran Ran, as always, spoke negatively. Maybe he is an old man. And what about Yang Chao? Huh. Him? If he was capable of half what Great Master Chen can do, why would I want anyone else? Later on, the party came to an end, and outside, Shu Rongfei was talking with our boy. Thank you for coming. Don't mention it. I'm glad you're happy. Bye. He also thought that he had to continue to build his great array of Mount Yun. Shifting to the next day, he could still not forget about the great array of Mount Yun. And suddenly, while walking, a car pulled over next to him, and a guy inside signaled to him. Mr. Chen, our boss wants to meet you. Arriving at the spot for the meeting, a figure of a man was seen waiting for him, and it turned out to be Shu's father. Uncle Shu, why was it you wanted to see me? Not answering the question directly, he asked. Look from here. What can you see? The vast Yangui Lake, he answered. Yes, vast and boundless, making people feel small, but Yangui Lake is only the 10th largest lake in the Jiangnan province. It's even a negligible and small lake in China. Uncle Shu, what do you mean? Looking serious, he said, It's just like you. Outstanding in Chuzhou, but as negligible as dust across China. I've made it very clear. I want you to stay away from Fei Fei. You are not qualified to marry her. Oh, then what kind of person is qualified? Answering the question, he said, The man must be the best in terms of both family background and capability. However, I think you are neither. You look modest, but are actually very proud. You'll never be rich and powerful because of that. How can I possibly marry my daughter to you? Hearing that, I could not help but laugh. Ha ha ha! Mr. Shu, I only treat her as my sister. Besides, I have every reason to be proud. Well, is it your family or your extraordinary martial arts skills? My influence and power are beyond your imagination. But, Mr. Shu, those things can be easily destroyed. Easily destroyed? You are too naive. Never mind. Come to me when you figure it out. With that, he departed, also thinking, I actually wanted Chen Fan to work for me, but I didn't expect that he was so arrogant. Looking at his figure departing, I thought to myself, he thinks that Yangui Lake is negligible in China, but you don't know that even the whole earth is as small as a grain of dust in my eyes. The scene then shifts to Shu's father, who was speaking to his people inside the car. I heard that Xinjiang has got himself an expert? Yes, Master Shu. Xinjiang spread the word that he was going to dominate Jiangbei in this match. Master Gu, I have to ask you to take on this trouble. I'll count on you then. Rest assured, Master Shu. Shifting scenes, I was on the phone with Zhou Tianhao, who was also informed about Shu's father. What? Shu Ao? Why did he come to Chuzhou? Did he mess with you? I then replied, No, I just knew that he was one of my father's friends. Oh, Shu Ao is very influential. He is a headache even for Third Master Wei. I see. Great Master Chen, I'm calling to ask a favor of you. What is it? There will be an underground match where the bosses in Jiangbei divide the spheres of influence. I heard there would be not only many kung fu experts, but also inner strength fighters. So, you want me to fight for you? I asked. No, I dare not. I've invited Master Guo to fight. I just want you to impress them. I indeed would like to see other inner strength fighters. All right, just let me know. With that, the call ended with a beep. Thoughts then began to run through my mind. For me, the most important thing now is to build the great array of Mount Yun. Half a month later, due to the shortage of materials, I have to make the spirit attracting array first. Finding a cliff, I sat in a lotus position and meditated. 16 deep-sea raw gemstones with my marks are now in place. After a while of deep concentration, I felt a surge of power deep inside, and with the word up, the energy accumulated inside burst forth. It's coming, I said while squinting in pain. With that, a huge amount of energy entered his body, making him exclaim, I'm full of spirit energy. My body is going to explode. But it's fantastic. As the huge amount of energy was absorbed, it also rejuvenated the body and bones. The second level of void body refining arts, Jade Bone. I finally made it. But deep-sea raw gemstones are no match for precious treasures after all. I should find better substitutes in the future. There are altogether 5 levels of void body refining arts. They are Ice Skin, Jade Bone, Silver Blood, Gold Eyes, and Taoist Body. With the help of the Spirit Attracting Array, I broke through into the Jade Bone level. Today, the environment on the Earth is not good enough. I hope there will be competent opponents worth fighting with. Please don't let me down. While everyone was in the car, Chen Fan broke the silence. It seems the match is being held somewhere in Dongjiang Province, Tianhao then answered. Yes. Qingyang County of Dongjiang is located on the border of the 2 provinces. The legal supervision is very lax there. Wrestling matches and kung fu competitions are held there every year. The underground match is secretly held under the cover of a wrestling match. The bald guy also chimed in, and also there will be gambling boxing matches. Many millionaires will come and watch them. We are nearly there. That is my house, arriving at the destination. The people there greeted him. Brother Hao, Brother Biao, there you are. Tianhao also did not forget to introduce our boy to them. Great Master Chen, this is Vice Mayor Zhang of Qingyang County. You can just call me Zhang. And this is Great Master Chen? The guy asked, and Tianhao informed him how Great Master Chen is. Third Master Wei's friend. Excited, the Vice Mayor Zhang grabbed his hand. At last. What an honor. What an honor. Enough. It's the Great Master Chen's first time here. Please take care of him. No problem, he will enjoy himself. You have my word. Entering the building, they were greeted by women in pink. Welcome. While waiting, some girl approached and introduced herself. I am Shu. Tian Hao, on the other hand, had every girl on his side, saying that the most important match would be in the evening, so he could walk around here before that. The vice mayor also chimed in, "Great Master Chen, bring Shu with you. She is a local." With that being said, Chen and the girl Shu took a walk outside. He then asked, what was the schedule of the matches? There are usually wrestling and other kung fu matches in the day, the underground match in the evening, and a campfire party at night. People die in the underground match. Though the bonus is very high, those who take part in it are forced to by their hard lives. Oh, he replied, seemingly scheming something. The girl on the side was also thinking. He showed no tenderness to me, even though I put on such an expression. While still walking, Shu's father also appeared and wondered after seeing me. "Why are you here?" "Hello, Mr. Shu." With a cold gaze, he informed him. "Don't wander off. Meet me in the Qingyang Hotel tonight." He then left without even waiting for a response. "Who is that boy?" one of the people with Shuao asked. "He is a friend of my daughter's who came here without permission." Hearing that the guy scoffed, "Ha! Kids nowadays are always curious about things like the underground match." Then continued with a lustful glee in his eyes. "His girlfriend is not bad. Quite delicate and pretty? Huh. This bald Liu is too lecherous. I made his acquaintance only because he's a prestigious millionaire from Qingshui City." Shu's father also thought to himself, "Chen Fan already has Fei Fei, but now he is flirting with another girl ridiculous." As Chen Fan and the girl Shu were departing, Shu spoke out. They were so scary, especially the bald man. He looked like he was going to eat someone. She then asked, "Do you know each other?" "Yeah. The leader is Shu Ao. Master Ao of Haidong. You know him?" "Well, of course. Even the vice mayor wanted to fawn over you." "You know Shu Ao?" he asked. She then replied, "Many of my acquaintances work for and risk their lives for him." She also thought to herself, "Is he really indifferent to me? Am I really not appealing?" They then arrived at an arena where everyone was gathered. The main match is yet to begin, but there are already so many people. Let's go there too. I then thought to myself, this is the match where Zhou Tianhao wanted me to impress people. As they took a seat, the crowd kept discussing. It's said that this is a great gathering of the big bosses of Jiangbei. Yes, they will settle their conflicts and divide spheres of influence according to the result. They are coming. Here they are. Here come the bosses. With that, they all arrived looking very imposing. That is Big Xing Xingzhong of Tianhe City. Ha! Bald Liu is here as well. Why is there only Zhou Tianhao? Where is the third master Wei of Chuzhou? The #1 big boss of Jiangbei, Shu Ao of Haidong. Xingzhong, you can be supercilious for a while. The so-called Bald Liu, being a pervert, as always asked, what happened to Jiangzhou? They just sent you, little girl? It turned out he was targeting the beautiful girl in a blue dress. His words, however, displeased the girl's bodyguard, stomping his feet. Bang! How dare you be so rude to our lady? Since the Bald Liu came with Shu Ao, he diffused the tense atmosphere by saying that Master Wu felt under the weather, so he sent Miss Lu on his behalf. Oh! With that, the lady's bodyguard took a step back, with a wave from her. After that, the crowd roared. This is Shu Ao's authority, the leader controlling Jiangbei. Standing up to address everyone, Shu Ao began his speech. Brothers, friends from across the country who have come here today, Jiangbei will divide our spheres of influence and end the old grudges. All decisions will be based on the results of today. After he spoke, Bald Liu then chimed in, arrogantly as ever. Zhou Tianhao, where is your third master Wei? Let's see how you'll escape today. Next to him was a well-built guy with red hair in a Muay Thai attire. With a gesture of his hand, he signaled him to go fight upon the stage, and the red-hair jumped on the stage, landing perfectly. "Come on," he said internally. Angered, Zhou Tianhao shouted, "Damn, Bald Liu, my old enemy!" "Master Guo, do you have the confidence to win?" The cowardly Guo then replied. "He seems to be an expert of Muay Thai. They start punching at rocks wearing bands of cloth on their hands in childhood. Their bones are broken and healed over and over. I will be able to defeat him unless he is the heir of the ancient Muay Thai." Even though he was a little cowardly, he still had to go fight up on stage, and so he did, landing in front of his opponent. Time was not wasted, and as soon as he landed, the red-haired bowed politely to him. "Please!" then rushed in for the first attack. Looking closely at everything, Chen Fan speculated before the guy could even do anything. This punch is beyond the opponent's expectation. It's extremely fast with the acceleration of the strength of his waist and elbow. Bam! The first attack landed. However, Master Guo blocked it, and sadly that was not the end of it, and the red hair followed through with another punch. Bam! More and more attacks were thrown at him. While still in his defensive stance, he thought, "Damn! I can only wait for an opening to attack back." Bam! Bang! Bang! Looking at it all, Bald Liu spoke out. "Isn't he awesome? He has already been famous in Southeast Asia for 10 years, and people call him Eight-Armed Arhat." Arhat? Being called Arhat in Southeast Asia? I'm afraid it means he is competent. Yes, it is the highest honor to be called Arhat. I then also thought if it goes on like this, Guo Wei will lose. The fight seemed to heat up, and suddenly the red-haired's aura seemed to glow in a blue color as he landed a powerful attack. Pow! Right on Master Guo's chest, and upon impact he flew back a few meters and slammed down on his back outside the arena. That punch broke Guo Wei's. If it had been his left side, he would have died immediately. "It would have burst his heart," said Chen Fan. Shu next to him was scared by that thought, as she could only gasp, "Ugh!" Getting up, Master Guo admitted, "I lost," and the red hair bowed respectfully. He then returned next to Bald Liu, who smugly said, "How was it, Brother Hao? Linfu County is mine from now on." Since he lost, Zhou Tianhao agreed, "All right." Blad Liu, however, continued, "And the transport line from Chuzhou through Qingshui is all mine. You cannot interfere." Internally, Tianhao thought, "Linfu County. Damn. Now I will suffer a loss of at least tens of millions of net profit." "Where is the great master?" Tianhao asked. "There are so many tourists here that I can't find him, but he promised you he would be here, so he will. No one can defeat the great master Chen. He can kill from a distance." Bald Liu, "Just you wait and see. I'll take it all back when the great master Chen comes." On the other side, the lady, Miss Liu's people, spoke out. "Guo Wei is a middle-staged inner-strength fighter, but he could not defeat a Muay Thai fighter." "My lady! He has probably practiced the secret arts of ancient Muay Thai." The crowd also joined in. "What a humiliation to Jiangbei to allow a Thai person to bully us here. Toot toot, are there no experts at all in Jiangbei?" Bald Liu then shouted, "Xing Zhong! I'll help you if you want to die." Xing Zhong sighed after hearing that, and Bald Liu continued, "Didn't you get an expert from overseas? Where is he? Did he get scared away by the mighty Muay Thai?" However, Xing Zhong just smiled and stood to welcome Master Hu. "Eh? Where is this Master Hu? I wonder who this great Master Hu is." "Wait calmly." Xing Zhong smiled knowingly, sensing a powerful inner strength. Chen Fan could only smile happily, as now he was happy at the fact that things seemed to be getting interesting as a real expert was approaching. Shuao's inner strength fighter also sensed the powerful energy approaching as he tried to warn Shuao. The lady's fighter also turned towards the direction of the opponent approaching, also alarming the lady, Miss Lu, who wondered what the problem was. Wanting to know what he meant, Shuao asked Master Gu on what he meant exactly. However, before anything was said, the crowd roared in excitement. "Wow, look! My God! Is that a man? What's going on?" Shuao yelled out. "What?" He gasped in surprise because the scene he was looking at was truly something else, as, along the sea, sounds of water splashing responded all over. Splash, splash, splash. Surprise. Surprise, it turned out to be the Master who likes to run on water. That is a man? Is that a magic trick? The three bosses also became worried. He's walking across the sea. That's inner strength at its peak. They all speculated. "Welcome, Master Hu," Xingzhong greeted him. With that, Master Hu jumped on stage perfectly and gazed upon the red hair and asked, "You are the one I'm going to fight with?" Sweating. The red-haired thought at how there is always someone stronger than you. What an honor to fight with such an expert, he thought to himself happily. With that being said, he still jumped down to the arena. "Please!" Master Hu cupped his hands. Well, that's it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Until next time.